Yo, what's going on everybody? TK Game here. Welcome back to another NBA 2K17 rebuilding video. And in today's video, we're going to be rebuilding the 2007-2008 Boston Celtics. So this team was obviously a championship team this year, so it doesn't really need rebuilding, but we're just for the fun, historic team rebuild, and we're going to see how well we do this team. So obviously this team, like I said, won an NBA championship in 2008 with Paul Pierce, KG, Ray Allen, and then Rajon Rondo, with a really decent bench coming off the bench, and obviously Brian Scalabrine there too. So this team is an interesting team because obviously our best player is on a actually all of our best players really are all on one-year contracts, as Paul Pierce is a player option at the end of this year, Kevin Garnett and Ray Allen are both free agents, as well as Rajon Rondo, so we're probably going to have to get rid of one of them in free agents because we don't have all of the cap space to retain all of them. So who knows, we might trade one of them and get something back for them before they let them walk in free agency. But right now this team is obviously a championship contending team with Rondo, Ray Allen, Pierce, Garnett, and Kendrick Perkins. I would like to upgrade our center position. I want to keep Kendrick Perkins but have him come off the bench because he's a really good defensive center and he's on a really good cheap contract. So let's see what Rondo's on his rookie deal in this one, so let's see what we can get for Tony Allen. Hopefully we can get a better center. And so let's see what we can get for Tony Allen. All we're looking for in year number one is to get a really sizable center. Okay, Robin Lopez, pretty interesting. J.R. Smith could add some shooting. Like I said, just trying to add a center to the team. I like the Zubac trade because he can progress into a really good center. So I think that's a guy we might want to go with just because he can progress into a really good player. And I think we're going to take that deal. Nothing really too special out here on the open market. So Tony Allen and John Jones go into the Los Angeles Lakers for Zubac and Metta World Peace. So a really interesting deal right there. Brings in Zubac, who will probably start in the middle of the season. And I don't think we need anything else. Let's see. Look at the free agents on the open market. We could bring in. Does this team need a backup point guard? No, they do need a backup shooting guard or small forward. So let's take a look at the free agents. Backup shooting guard. You got Rodney Stuckey. Okay. We could bring in Rodney Stuckey on a minimum contract. So that's all we're going to be doing for year number one, because this team really doesn't need anything too special because it's already a championship team. But next year is when it gets difficult when all of these guys do enter free agency. So it's going to be hard for us to retain all of them. Like I said, we probably will trade for one of them or we could just run with them into the playoffs and just win one more time with this final crew if we cannot bring them all back. So here's the starting lineup for Rajon Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Kendrick Perkins. Leon Poe, Zubac, who will probably be starting before the end of the season, Rodney Stuckey, Sam Cassell, Brian Scalabrine, all coming off the bench. So hopefully this team, and Metta World Peace, so hopefully this team can contend for an NBA championship, and I'll see you guys at the end of the season where hopefully we finished with a pretty good record. So at the end of the season, Kevin Durant wins MVP. I haven't seen that in a while. Kevin Durant wins MVP, 26 points, 10 rebounds, and 6 assists. Joel Embiid wins Rookie of the Year. Corey Joseph wins Sixth Man. Nerlens Noel wins Defensive Player of the Year. Nikola Jokic Most Improved, and Steve Kerr wins Coach of the Year. So taking a quick look at the standings, we did have a really good season as Cleveland 42-40, interesting right there, but we finished with a 59-23 record, which is best for first in the Eastern Conference. So take a look at the Western Conference. Golden State 65-17, but I do think, yeah, so KD is injured and it looks like Clay is injured, so that's gonna be a tough road for them. That's going to be tough for us to make it to the NBA Finals without those two big pieces. And Paul Pierce, 24 points, 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Ray Allen, 20 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Rondo, 12.5 points, 7 assists. Then Zubac, really good pickup for us. He always progresses pretty nicely in 2K. 12 points, 7 rebounds. KG, 12 and 11. And a really good overall season for our whole team, especially our bench. Our bench played really well. But in our first round matchup, we're going up against the Washington Wizards. This is going to be a tough matchup, Wall and Beal, but we do sweep them anyways, and we go on to face the Toronto Raptors. Okay, and we lose our first game. We beat them in 6 games, and somehow, some way, the 6-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers come all the way back, and they're now facing us in the Eastern Conference Finals. And let's see how well these two teams battle off. Obviously, LeBron has so many battles with Paul Pierce as we go up 2-0, 2-1, 2-2. Okay, so they're giving us a tough run here. LeBron 29, 7 and 6. They added Marco Bellinelli. Added Thaddeus Young. So this team actually got way better. We go up 3-2, and we go on to the NBA Finals, where somehow the Warriors come back from all those injuries and now make it to the NBA Finals. But this is going to be our toughest road, of course. Clay, Steph, KD, Draymond. So they're fully healthy. We tied up 1-1. We go up 2-1, 2-2, 3-2. Let's look at the box score. With something like this one, with Simcast, we're hopeful we can force a Game 7. I'm pretty sure we play at home, and it doesn't look like we're going to force a Game 7, and we could not win an NBA championship as Kevin Durant wins Finals MVP. So that's kind of difficult for us right now, because it would have been nice to win an NBA championship to kind of pursue all of those free agents to come back with us. But now we're a couple pieces away from contending from an NBA championship because we just lost to the best team. So we are not going to, we'll sign one of our rookie signings, but we're more importantly interested in bringing back our big three. So Paul Pierce declines his player option, and let's take a look. So let's go to my free agents. Obviously, Paul Pierce, we're definitely going to give him his contract. That's our biggest priority. Kevin Garnett, going to give him his contract as well. I'm pretty sure we are able to bring them all back. It's just getting them back that is going to be the difficult part, because okay, so Rondo might not be back next year as he's going to test free agency. Let's bring back Ronnie Stuck. He had a pretty good year. Let's bring back our whole team and keep this running, keep this going, and try to win an NBA championship next year. So we definitely have to go after Rajon Rondo. That's our biggest piece. Give him a 5-year deal, because we definitely need to bring back Rondo. All right, so let's see. We get Ronnie Stuckey back. We're going to leave him. But Kevin Garnett isn't accepting another offer. It's probably going to the 76ers. So there we go. We can get all of these players back. The difficult part is keeping them all. And there you go. A big part of our foundation. Kevin Garnett is leaving, and he's going to Philadelphia. That leaves us without a big power forward gap. And we can go after Blake Griffin. That wouldn't be a bad switch from Blake to KG. So let's see if we can get him on the team. If not, I guess I'll settle for like an Ibaka type player. I'm not sure if we'll have the cap space to get him, but let's see here. So Ray Allen does want to come back. We'll give him. Blake Griffin goes to Los Angeles. Paul Pierce still out there, and he's accepting another offer. He's going to the Clippers on a massive deal. So we are just looking terrible right now. We do bring back Serge Ibaka.